make an adjustment, if you would. Allow me to take number 15 up to the beginning of the meeting. Mr. Morgan Beckham.
You need a motion for that?
I'm going to add it into the adjustments on the agenda.
Okay.
Can we add a trailer park road back on the agenda?
Trailer park, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You got that, Ms. Bernadine?
Yeah,
Any other adjustments? If there's nothing else, I need a motion to approve the agenda
So moved.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Okay, Mr. Beckham, if you would, you have the floor.
Are these mics on?
Yes, sir.
I come before y'all today to request that the penalties imposed for interest and otherwise delinquency for land taxes from April 1 to May 1 be refunded on my property.
What
in
year you
Washington
talking
County.
about?
Sir?
What year?
All right, the reason being, this past year, the reason being that I appeared at the tax collector's office on Good Friday, and the office was closed. I was not aware of that. I came back on a Monday to pay my taxes, and I was not allowed that because the tax sale had already begun. Now, what I'm asking y'all to do is, in years to come, is to move the tax sale one day later if the last day of the week on the 31st is Good Friday.
Mr. Turner?
well,
Can't hear you.
we certainly can't move the tax sale. Okay, that's statutory. The statutes provide on how you handle tax sale. You cannot move that. Now, you said April 1.
Even though then you're penalizing people for not being able to pay their taxes on the Good Friday because you're closed.
Well, Good Friday is a holiday, okay?
But you're closed. I don't care if it's a holiday or not. It's closed. You're closed.
And
Know what you got?
listen to me, sir. We're not penalizing people.
You
if
have.
it's a holiday,
You have.
okay? And so the county's not penalizing you if it's a holiday. Now, you had from January 1 to
There's a reason for that too, being
the
late.
31st, let me finish, 31st of March to pay taxes. You said you came in on April 1?
I came in on March 31st. No, March 30th, which was Good Friday. Yeah.
Okay, so basically you came in on the last day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, that is not any fault of the county.
No.
Unfortunately.
No.
It's your fault,
Yes. I understand that.
okay?
But what I'm saying is that you were closed, and the people that wanted to pay their taxes on that Friday were not able to because you were closed.
Okay. Now, we've had this same question come up before, Mr. Beckham.
Yes, sir.
And Good Friday is a holiday, and you have quite a few days ahead of that. And the county will be closed this coming Good Friday as well next year. So I advise anyone who has.
But it
to
does
pay
not fall on the last day of the month.
Not sure when it's going to be, but there's no relief for you by statute, and we cannot relieve any
Right.
interest.
That is not one of the grounds that's set in the statute to grant a relief, okay?
Yep.
I'm
There's no.
sorry, but that's not one of the grounds.
Yeah.
There are specific grounds the county can utilize to forgive penalties and interest. But the failure of a taxpayer to pay on Good Friday is not one of them. The inability to pay on Good Friday is certainly not one of them.
Okay. Anything else you got for us, Mr. Moore?
No, sir.
All right. If there's
Thank
no,
you.
we can't do anything for you. Thank you, sir. All right. Did I get the minutes approved?
No.
I got two different set. Oh, hey, Ms. Brooks.
Good morning.
I need to add to the agenda. Oh, we did add to the agenda the resolution, correct?
No, we didn't.
On fair, yeah, on fair park.
Trailer park.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Now-
need to add an item to the agenda.
Go ahead and add, Ms. Brooks.
The first item is.
Can't hear you.
The first item is, drone soccer,
Drone soccer.
yes. And the other one is personnel.
No personnel matter?
Yes, sir.
Not ready. That's your motion?
Yes, sir.
Give me a second, somebody.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of the additions, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. And now the minutes. We have two different sets of minutes, I believe, and we'll take them one at a time. First one up is April 15th.
So moved to approve.
I got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any questions, comments? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
I got one nay. Motion carries. And the minutes from the 22nd.
So moved to approve.
I got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And show Supervisor Benson away from Ms. Steeler out of the meeting. All right, E91 expenditures.
Good morning.
Morning.
911.
I have 911 expenditures for the month of April 2024 totaling $39,159.98.
Questions, comments? I need a motion
So moved. Second.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Also have to request for approval our annual fee for our website subscription. That amount is $324. That's an annual subscription.
So
Motion.
moved.
I got a motion?
Second.
And a second. No questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
We did a proclamation for a local emergency back on April the 8th of 2024 for the potential flooding that was being forecast. Just want to let y'all know we can allow that to expire. It'll expire on Wednesday, but we had no effects
Outstanding.
from that storm that would warrant federal help. I have a travel request for myself to the Mississippi State Fire Academy for the spring statewide fire coordinators meeting in Pearl on May the 7th. That'll be one-day travel, no per diem required.
Motion
So moved.
and a second. Thank you, Jerry. Properly moved and seconded. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Sir, I have a question.
Come on.
Going back to the flooding, was there any action we need to take on it, or we just bring this to our attention?
Just bringing it to your attention to let y'all know that we can let it expire because we had no major effects.
Thank you.
All right, our bid specs on our outdoor warning siren upgrade that went through the reverse auction. There was one bid that totaled $293,582. I had asked and was budgeted 250. So if that's more than we can do now, I would ask that you reject those bids. And what I would like to do is go back and do, it's really a two-part thing, upgrading the radio system in all of them, and then upgrading 5 of the 20 sirens that we currently have. So we're coming to the end of the spring severe weather. We've got all the sirens working. Unfortunately, without a working communication system, we can't set any of them off. So really the communication is the priority. Right now, I would like to ask to be able to get bids on just the radio communication for the outdoor warning sirens.
I have a question
Let
on
me
that.
go and he had this.
I'm sorry.
What's the, so you're asking, with this bid right here, that was to cover 5 of the sirens themselves, the upgrades on the radio, part of
20
it, yeah.
20 radio system
System,
upgrades and
yeah.
5,
And that covered all of this.
yes.
Okay, so, and you're asking if we cannot do this, to do what?
To just do the communications part right now, and take the difference in the money and work that into next year's budget.
Yeah, the only thing, and I'd like to probably go ahead and do this, and the reason being, because again, you know, we put it off a little longer. You know, our fall now, we have, you know, some pretty bad weather even in the fall now. And the time it gets, you know, in our new budget will be October, you know, so what I'm concerned about, pricing going up even more than it is now. And so, you know, and it ain't like our budget's gonna change from here to October. So I would make the motion that we need to really find the money to go ahead
Point of
and satisfy
information.
this.
Senator.
Yes, I'd like to know how many bids were, how many vendors bidded on this bid? I think we may just need to run the bid again because it's not a sole source item, is it?
I consider it a sole source item. I don't think the government does. We can't have 5 of this brand siren, 5 of this brand, 5 of this kind, 5 of this kind to make up our 20 and have 5. If we need different systems to talk to these sirens, then we gotta have 5 computers sitting there or 4 computers sitting there to talk to all 20 sirens, so.
I do understand. My only concern is when you run bids and only one person bid, it's not competitive, so it's really just their price. And so that's why I think just need to run the bid again and reach out to vendors that provide that service and allow them to bid so it can be a competitive bid and we can get a real price versus
Ms. Griffin?
the price they like.
Who prepared the specs on this?
Precision,
And who would bid?
precision.
Exactly.
That's illegal.
Right.
So that's the first part. Precision
What-
did not prepare the specs, because there's always.
Can't hear you, Ms. Griffin.
Precision is prohibited by law from preparing specs if they intend to be a bidder. There's the presumption that you will prepare specs
For yourself.
favorable to, that's the first thing. Secondly, we have to make certain, if we said sole source,
But he said so.
yes, we have to, if we said sole source, the board has to make a defining in its
It's not.
minutes that it is in fact a sole source
But it's
product. Okay? So, you know, and I don't know of anything in the minutes yet that the board has concluded that this would constitute a sole source, product. But however, you have to get an independent, if you can't prepare the specs yourself, you have to get an independent body or person to do that for you, but not if someone intends to be a bidder.
Anyone else?
Well,
Go ahead, David.
I reached out to them because I don't have the knowledge to write the specs, but I reviewed the specs and the specs are what I asked for, so whatever legal thing there is, okay, so I guess, I need to request authorization to contract out writing bid specs for our siren system upgrade, because I don't know of a vendor that's gonna do that for free that can't bid on it.
Okay.
Now, I know, we had a gentleman come here, I can't think of the name of the company. They do reverse auction, but they do write specifications. They came for our board. The company I work with, we write specifications as well, but of course I'm not gonna do it. But what I'm saying is there are other reverse auction agencies that will come in and write the specs for you to make sure they're clean, neutral specs. And actually, I can't think of the name of the company. He did a presentation before this board, and you can go their route, or like you said, we just outsource and pay someone to write the specification.
Who has to do it? Lee, you want it?
Or just reach out to the state, they might can give you some information, you know, who can do that. And just do some research on it to see what you can find, you know, who may do it.
All right. What's the current status of our warning system?
The last check, all the sirens operated with a physical tests at each site. The communication system typically is not gonna set the sirens off when there's storms around because of the noise that is on the frequency that we have been unable to identify.
Would you prepare, send me a copy of the specs that Precision wrote?
Yes, sir.
All right, so if we were to have a storm tomorrow, we do have the capability of putting out a warning siren.
Not with the sirens, I can't guarantee that.
Okay.
If the noise is not there,
Mm-hmm.
then the sirens, when they hear a clear signal, they will activate. If they hear a garbled signal or trashy signal, they will not activate. It's just part of a safety feature.
So right now, we have nothing.
No guarantees.
No guarantee on that.
How long it's been like that?
Probably getting close to a year now.
So, I guess one of my concerns, why we just running the bid at this late date?
We just,
May I offer this? There are certain situations, and some time ago, this would have qualified to declare an emergency. All right? To protect the health, welfare, and safety of our community. Yet, we are now, reporting it today and saying that these sirens have been out.
A year.
Okay.
and
So
I reported back when that started, I
Yeah.
reported that to the board.
Here's the deal. I do think we need to look at this and probably, revisit it as expeditiously as possible. But I am concerned still about Precision, having drafted the spec.
Okay.
Okay? We may be able, through an abundance of caution, to declare an emergency because of its very nature.
Right.
But I'm still concerned with Precision having drafted those specs.
All right, we're gonna put you on the agenda for next meeting, David,
I'd like to
and
make
we'll
a
get it
motion
updated.
that we reject that budget and re-advertise, we'll actually do an emergency reverse auction, because this is an emergency.
We gotta get specs. Everybody understand, you wanna, go ahead, Lee.
Or either just allow the attorney to look at the bid or the specs on that and come back with
I mean,
his
he can do
recommendation
it
on
on
that,
his
you know.
All right, I got a motion on the floor to reject the current bid.
And also do an emergency reverse auction.
You gotta have specs first.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
mean,
have specs.
they can create the specs before we do the bid. I mean, you always have to create the specs before you do any bid.
Give me a second. Can I get a second?
I do have one question on this. Now, it's not that you're saying they're not working, that you just can't guarantee that they work. The last time you tested them, they worked, correct?
The sirens themselves physically work.
That's right, during your test.
The communication system is what may or may not work.
But the last time it was tested, it's worked properly, correct?
No, the last time each siren was tested at the siren site, the siren physically activated,
Okay.
rotated, and made noise.
Okay.
But now that's with the radio standing under it, talking to it with the radio.
Okay, all right, but the last time, have they failed? I mean, what I'm saying is,
Yes, they failed. I don't know the exact number, but by far, the majority, well, we've never had them all go off since this noise problem started on the radio system. And I know the last 3 we've done, none of them went off, but you can hear the noise on the repeater when you set the sirens off.
Mr. Attorney?
Mr. Byrd,
Sir?
are you, asking the board to allow you to separate the sirens from the communication system?
That's just
And-
an idea.
And which one are you trying to, purchase first?
The communication system is what is the problem right now, and that's what we need to get done, like now.
that would take care of our problem.
Yes.
Okay.
In an emergency, the law allows the board to authorize the acquisition or purchase, using the proposal system, okay? Because it's an emergency. And that may be possible, but you gotta have at least 2 proposals even then, okay, to justify it. Now, it's not enough to say that Precision is the only one can do this. I'm just gonna be frank with you, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how we got into that part now, saying that communication equipment can only be manufactured or sold or handled or served by one particular person or entity, okay? I think that can be done by any number of entities. And we gotta accept that reality and start adhering to the law as it currently exists, that we gotta give others the opportunity to bid on this stuff as well.
Well, I mean, I thought that was the purpose of doing the reverse auction.
Right.
All right, and that's part of this motion.
Mr. President, I'd
Hey.
like to amend that motion to reject the bid and do a reverse auction on the communications aspect. That's the motion.
How quick can you think we could get that done?
You can do a emergency reverse auction within this week.
Okay.
Oh, I need a second.
Second.
Everybody understand the motion? You can still gotta have the specs, but all in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. We can use those current specs, Mr. Griffin?
No, sir.
We can, all
No.
right, we gotta get specs.
On the communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard thing.
All right. Anything else you need from us, David?
No, sir, that's all.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Anderson, County Engineer?
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
You can see the list of bridges. Also, project SAP, it's an update on Highway 61, Stoneville Road, Roy Store Road. We're currently finished paving, and they're doing the shoulders and preparing for striping. The update on the Department of Human Services building, the floor improvements. We received the bid from Kostler. We did the testing for the flooring. So right now, the director, they're talking about leaving the building for the duration of construction. So I sent the report to all the board members. We also have an invoice for that testing today in Ms. Carter's report.
Everybody see the invoice?
I have not, no.
Yeah.
Where do you have it? You got
It's in
it?
Ms. Carter's report.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
And also, I need the contract signed from for the contractor. He's already signed. He has his performance bonds. This is the standard contract that we have.
I move that we sign the contract by the close of meeting.
Need a second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
I also sent a picture for that for the tile. It'll show how it looks. It will look in the building. So
The new tile?
the new tile.
Yeah, okay.
The director, she picked it. So
Okay.
also they're 95% complete on Washington County roof. We also had invoice for that for materials.
On
So
the convention center?
yes, sir. And that's all I have.
All right, where are the pictures of the ceiling, of the tile, floor tile?
I emailed it to everyone.
You did? All right.
Yeah, it's in color, so it's kind of
I hadn't seen it, but okay.
right.
Oh, let me, did we take care of everything? Do I got my vote? Go ahead, Jerry, I'm sorry.
Did you get a chance to take a look at Trailer Park Road and get
I looked at. I didn't know the legal, but we just have to get together and see
Yeah,
what the
I
actual.
just need to know where it's beginning and where it's ending.
Okay.
That's the abandoned, okay?
Right.
That's all.
Okay.
Jerry,
Okay.
I just need to know when we can get some striping on 61 or 61 where it was
Pave.
it's dark. We had several people, we blessed me to have no accident to kill anyone. We've had several cars lost because y'all got interstate out
definition of points of interest,
Yes, sir.
points of reference. You don't need no legal description.
Right, one reason, they didn't do the stripe because they're doing the shoulder work, but they're gonna expedite the striping.
I have a question with the striping. Are they gonna put the little, reflectors
Yes.
in it all the way through?
Yes, ma'am.
I was in Madison County on a back road, and it was like really, really good. I'd like to see us do that in our county.
Yes, ma'am.
Just, the reflection was so helpful. Like, I can't think of it, but it's in the back part of Madison. And I want us to have the same type of reflection on our back roads.
Yeah, they
like
can use the
that.
reflective thermoplastic.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else, Mr. Anderson? We-
That's it.
That's it? Thank you, sir.
Oh, this
Mi-
the
Mr. Johnson?
this the picture.
I'll show it.
It had dirt.
That's the floor.
Let me get that.
Huh?
Have a leave on it.
Good morning, good morning.
Thank you. I'm sorry. It's on you.
First of all, I have a couple quotes on our chip spreader, the smooth roller drawn, had to be repaired. The first quote is Mosley Machine Shop is $6,300, and the second quote is C&M Services for $6,989.21.
Where they located?
Mosley right here in Greenwood.
And the other.
He's out of Lena.
Say the prices again.
6,300 on Mosley and 6,989.21 on C&M.
Move it go for Lois.
Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. Questions?
That's on the chip spreader.
Yeah, on our chip spreader.
All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Anything else you need, Ms. Johnson?
Yes, one more thing, the bids came through on the paver, and
Can't hear you.
the bids came through on the pavers, and we had 3 vendors bid, and, we're gonna go with the lowest, at Mid-South Machinery,
What are they?
So move.
and, I'll let,
Yeah, we gotta get the numbers. And you got a copy to turn in, right?
yes, I do.
And when we do this, y'all gonna start working today or tomorrow?
No, it'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
What's the numbers now for the record? We need you to say, we need the numbers for the record.
She got that total price.
Mid-South Machinery is $443,920.
Wait a minute.
That's on the big
Okay.
spreader, the paver, rather. What was the other bids? That was,
We had Lyle Machinery come in at $525,000,
okay.
and Thompson Machinery $542,983.
Okay.
Move it go to Lois.
Got a,
Second.
got a motion from the lowest, second. Questions?
What's the delivery time on it?
It's already here.
On the lowest one, Leroy is gonna be July.
Okay.
But I was gonna let y'all know, they're willing to bring us a machine to use until we get our gear.
Okay, that's on the
We're not
lowest
gonna
bid?
stop. Yeah.
Okay.
They offer that for free,
Yeah,
just
good
till
deal.
we get it.
And when will
Is
they
the old
deliver
one
that?
broke?
Tomorrow.
Wonderful,
He said if he can't make it this afternoon, he'll be here in the morning.
Okay.
And he's gonna
wonderful.
bring a guy to show us how to run that particular model
I think that's ideal.
with free of charge. So
All right, anything else, Mr. Johnson?
that's it. That just goes from years of dealing with.
Can
And
we-
I say this
on
right
our-
here.
Ms. Brooks?
In the future, whenever we get new equipment, we need to make sure that's in our specs that we have someone to come in and show us how to use it. And, we can be able to reach back out.
And the good thing about it, the one they're bringing is identical to what we're buying. So once he shows us, we'll know when the new one gets here, to come back. So
All right. Good to have training along with it. There's nothing else, Mr. Johnson.
that's all I have.
Thank you, sir.
Mr.
Thank you.
President, did
Hey.
you carry the motion?
Probably didn't. Probably did. Your motion was to accept the lowest bid. I had a motion and a second. Second, Supervisor Gordon, motion Supervisor Brooks. No other questions? All in favor? Show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Brooks. Planning Department.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, the report for the planning department, the permits issued for April were 21, and the year-to-date is 111. And the monies collected was for April is $1,269.50. And the year-to-date is $16,021. And I also have a use and occupancy permit for optic, let me look at it to make sure. Fiber optic cable for US 82 and Access Road for a new customer, and I think that's in the city of Greenville. And I have another one, it's for the city of Hollandale. It's the cable to run across East Avenue South, and these are all Washington County Road right away.
All right.
So
We just need
moved.
a approval for that.
So moved.
Got a motion to approve.
Second.
And a second. Any other questions?
I do have one.
Okay. Go ahead.
We were discussing some fees, some changing the fees. I don't think we
Yes.
ever made a motion to move forward on that, to increase some fees. I think they had checked around to other counties and stuff, and I think y'all had gotten that information, didn't you, on the, and we were,
The lowest.
okay. All right, so, and y'all made the adjustments, y'all just looking for the approval from us to move forward? Okay, yeah, y'all remember that?
Mhm.
Okay, make a motion that we move forward on the adjusting the fees in the planning department.
All right, I got a motion here. I got a motion to accept the recommendation for fee adjustment. First motion. The monies, we're gonna accept that. That was my first motion.
Yeah.
All in
Okay, I'm
favor-
sorry, yeah.
Yes.
All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. Now, I need I got a motion to accept the recommended fee adjustments from the planning department. I got a motion, I need a second.
I think Jerry seconded.
You did? Thank you, Jerry.
Point
Oh,
of information.
come on.
Now, why are we raising the prices again?
Our prices are, well, we didn't bring the chart. You know, for up to maybe $2,000, we charge $5, and we're doing $20 worth of paperwork.
We haven't changed fees in how many years?
Since 2007,
Since they came here.
17 years.
So that's why the recommendation was made.
So we need to offset paper.
No.
Yes.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. That's unanimous. Anything else, Ms. Revlin?
That's it. Mr. Johnson, you don't wanna talk
All right.
about all
We've-
that stuff in the office that you wanna get rid of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Board, over the years, we have permits still on file dated back to 2008. And we need some room to get rid of some of that stuff.
What's statute? How long gotta keep it?
I think 5 years.
All right, we'll double check that and see, and we'll make a recommendation to the board that allow you to clear surplus and dispose of it. You have an idea how you're going to dispose of it?
I think
Well,
Shirley
I
talked to.
had talked with the sheriff, and they had said that we could box some over in this old jail.
You
Yeah,
mean
very.
transfer, or you mean destroy it? What are you asking for? Why would you keep it past statutory requirement?
Whatever the statute
All right.
demands that we do as
All right.
far as retaining it,
All right,
we'll do that, but if we need to, we can discard it.
Yeah, we'll,
Yes.
no, we'll figure out a way to get it shredded, take care of it. And, we'll get back with the board once you figure that out.
Okay. All right.
All right, Ms. Brooks. Everybody got Ms. Brooks' report?
Yes.
Any questions on Ms. Brooks' report? Ms. Brooks, anything you want to share with us?
Yes, sir. I would like to request the approval to attend the Professional Judicial Development for the Mississippi Justice Court Clerks Fall Conference, which is held May 14th through the 17th, 2024 in Philadelphia, Mississippi at Golden Moon. The room rate is $79 per night. I'm asking to drive down that Tuesday for a Board of Directors meeting, and the lodging is paid in advance at $79. Mississippi Judicial College will cover the next few days for the lodging. The total cost is $548.08.
So moved to
I'm
approve.
sorry.
I got
Second.
a motion and a second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And that's all I have.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gales.
Y'all have a great one.
You too. Everybody got Mr. Gales' report? Veteran Affairs. Mr. Gales, anything you want to share with us?
Not this morning.
Anything you need from us?
Not right now.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Anybody got any questions, Mr. Gales? We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Moore, Laris, how you doing? You got what you attended? Good enough. And Jeremy Smith. Morning.
Good morning.
All right, I got 3 things this morning. The first thing, I got bids on 15-ton unit on the DA building that went out. Previously, one of the compressors burned out last year, so we was running out one compressor, but now the other compressor went out and one of the furnaces went out as well, so I got 2 quotes on getting that replaced.
Just the compressor or the whole
I
unit?
wanna replace the whole unit.
Whole
I
unit.
actually been through the
Now,
whole-
where is this?
on top of the DA building right across the street.
How old is that unit, sir?
Those furnaces were put in '86.
Is it package unit or split
Package unit.
system? That's what I'm saying. So the system was put in when?
'86.
Oh, the whole, okay.
All those things.
So you want to advertise?
I got the quotes already.
He
Oh,
already
you got 2
advertised.
quotes?
Yes.
Okay. What's the number?
Okay. The lowest gonna be $26,916 from Bowling Heating and Air, and on the high end it was Upchurch. It'd be $35,500.
So are you looking to go with the lowest? Is that your
Ye-
recommendation?
yes, ma'am.
So moved.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second. Questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That's it, Mr. Smith?
I got 2 more. Then also, it's one of those double-deck convention ovens that the jail went out. Also, they need to be replaced.
You gotta give us some numbers.
I got the number. Okay, I had 2
What
quotes
is
on
this again now?
At
Did you?
the original correction said one of those double-deck ovens went out,
Okay.
and so we got numbers to replace those.
Have you been having problems with them?
Yes, and we've been trying to repair them 2 or 3 times, but
Okay.
the last time they said, hope I take them. So the lowest is gonna be $7,425, and that's with installation and everything. And that would be appliance sales and services.
That's local.
That's lowest. And on the high end, says it's gonna be from Memphis. Stoves would be $11,823.
Board?
So
Should we
moved to
go for
approve the lowest.
I got a motion for the lowest
Second.
appliance services. Got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any
The
opposed?
time frame, they
Motion
have it
carries.
there with 30 days, within 30 days.
They'll be installed.
Yes,
Outstanding.
delivering everything.
Outstanding. Anything else, Ms. Smith?
Yes, and the last thing, we're in the last stage of finishing up over there at the sheriff depot over there.
Got it?
So, well, I know that the opera money I paid for the first day, but we're on the last stage, and I don't know if that. Andrew said he don't know if they had enough money to complete it, so he told me to present the quotes for getting the siding of the building fixed. The
How
last
much?
stage, it's be $9,250.
That's one quote.
Oh no, I got 2, and the other one is 90. It would be $9,365.
You got a 93 and a 92?
Yes.
Who are the 2 companies?
The 2 companies are gonna be Crossroad Roofing, which was doing the original repair, and I got an Emery Construction.
Who's the lowest?
Crossroad Roofing.
I move we go Crossroads.
That's the
Lowest.
lowest bid?
Yes.
And they actually doing the
Second.
work at this
Second.
point.
I got a motion and a second for the lowest bid. And now the question is the 9,300. Where?
Emery Construction.
No,
Oh, you
no.
talking about where we get the money from?
Oh, yeah.
Since you said there wasn't enough, we'll figure it out. All right, but don't make a move until you get confirmation from Ms. Carter.
Yes.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
Thank you.
Ms. Moore, CEO, Boys and Girls Club. Oh, Demetrius, I'm sorry. Ms. Moore, that's my mistake. Man, I'm sorry, man.
You just said ladies first. I had to say it was ladies first.
Sorry about that, Ms. Warren.
I'm
One
coming
apiece
to
on
y'all-
this, one
yes,
apiece on it.
I'm coming to y'all with a couple of things real quick. Want to get approval for the umpires for the sportsplex. We do have a budget here that was submitted by Mr. McCray and the head umpire Fred, so we can get them paid. Yes.
This is what we're looking at on this sheet,
Yeah, on
yeah.
this sheet there, that's
Yeah.
the approval.
Okay.
When you, what is, wow, what is this?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the full amount or?
That's the full amount for the whole season.
Yeah.
And that's the projection. When we met, he said he don't think we may use all of it, but
but we do have some rain out days that we have to make up, and also too, once All-Star start, we may play a couple of more games to give a couple of kids some more playing time. So that's the total amount that they projected us to use.
So moved to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
And I
Motion
do have
carries.
I guess maybe next year moving forward, I know this has been an issue getting these guys paid before. I like this, we can approve it ahead of time, the full amount, and then that way we can
Guys,
do
yeah,
that.
we-
Because I know they've been very
Yeah.
patient with it. and,
We'll do it at the beginning of the beginning of the season.
Well, we knew it'd be some growing pains
Ain't
with
no
this,
doubt.
you know.
But it's good.
Yeah.
The other stack I gave you is a reimbursement for Chris Val. You can look through and see that he did pay. Though the amount of the balance that's left over was $2,900 for the batting cages. So out of $30,000, we were on the hook for like $2,900. He went on ahead and paid it, and those are the receipts in there to get him a reimbursement for it.
I got that, but I got a question. Did we approve this initially?
For the batting cages,
Yeah.
we did discuss it.
Or we never approved it?
We did not approve. We were trying to get it all donated.
Yep.
And so we've got all the receipts where it's about 26,000. What kind of happened, Johnny sized it.
There you go. Come on up and give us your name.
Yes, sir. Sure will. Thank you. I've got,
You are who? For the record.
Chris Vowell on the board, Sportsplex.
Thank you, sir.
I actually have a receipt in my email from Greenville Steel. 13,000 is what they donated on the steel and labor, so it's more than the 85. The nets from Scotty Turner and his dad ended up 5,700 rather than the 45. So we ended up with a $27,000 donation. Mr. Flowers did the concrete. MMC donated about half of the concrete. MMC, when we talked to them, MMC didn't have a real good feel about the County Board of Supervisors. And so the payment, when they had done it, there had been some problems in the past with the Sportsplex. So when they went ahead and poured it, I went ahead and paid them so that that didn't drag out another month. It's kind of like with our umpires. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
In the future, you know,
He needs to
really
be
they should
reimbursed.
invoice. They should invoice the county versus you just going paying.
I
just
agree,
FYI.
and I apologize for that, Mom. I sure do. And the invoice is there. They reached out to me. We had gotten it in our board meeting, ready to come on up, and but with that, they said we usually get paid within a week, and I said, well, it's going to be next month, right? So, but that I apologize for that.
No big deal.
I actually got a question on this. Did they put tax in this since you was paying? But see, the thing is, the county don't pay taxes.
Okay.
So we need invoice with no taxes in it.
Okay. I can do that. Yes, ma'am.
This money already paid, right?
Yeah, I went ahead and showed the checks there. Yes, sir.
It's already paid.
Mm-hmm.
Paid on the 16th of April. That money's gone. And your motion is to do which, Ms. Brooks?
Yes, sir.
You know,
Oh,
we
you
could-
didn't make one, did you? I'm sorry.
No, I hadn't made a motion. It just, you know, it's a little different. What is your recommendation, attorney?
Let me try to get a little bit more information.
Okay.
Did your board approve the purchase
Yes, we did.
Yes, sir. We did.
reflected in the minute?
It is.
Yes, sir.
Was a purchase order, have we required them to start with
Yeah.
issue purchase order?
They do get purchase order.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
So, you did not request a purchase order?
We did not on the front end, and I apologize.
You can't do a purchase order on the back end.
Yeah,
You gotta have it in advance.
I got you.
Where you going, Ms. Griff?
Well, you know, it's up to the board whether or not.
Right.
Let me tell you what generally happens, when you violate, and that's violation of purchasing,
Okay.
statute, okay? That what generally happens is, if the board rejects it, then they have to go to court. And generally, boards should not approve purchases you know, the product of a purchase order, okay? And the end result is, you could get hit with that personally.
I understand, I do.
Okay,
Board members, y'all can get hit with that personally.
okay.
Right, I understand, but, yeah, I think lack of knowledge, I got that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a motion that we do reimburse him, but we gotta make sure this doesn't happen. I'd like to have it
We will.
spread across the minutes.
We will.
Yeah.
Mr.
Val.
Powell,
Paid it
Val.
off your own person.
Val.
yes.
I did, yes, sir.
Mr. Val. I got a motion to reimburse. I need a second.
Well, hold on, so, I mean, let's just make sure we're doing this right. How do we stay in the law by doing this, by reimbursing him?
It's kinda hard when you pay it out of your own personal funds. I was under the impression that, I thought they may have had some money in the operating account of the.
See, that was part of our problem. There never was an operating account that we had to go through this, just like our umpires went about a month.
Okay.
Well, not umpires, but our director, yes, sir.
Then all vendors who conduct business with you, that they expect to be paid using county funds, have to wait for approval by the board.
I understand, I do.
The initial thing, you gotta get a purchase order, you gotta confer with the county administrator's office
Okay.
to obtain the purchase order.
All right.
Okay?
Everybody, I think everybody.
Just for clarity, but this board can make a decision to reimburse or not
Right.
reimburse, am I
Yes.
correct, Mr.
Griffin.
Attorney?
You know,
I mean, I made the motion because I understand he was trying to do the right thing, but just didn't understand the process, so that's why my motion is to reimburse
I
you.
appreciate
All
that.
right,
I
I
don't
got,
know if we'll get a
I got a
second.
motion to reimburse. I need a second.
Second.
Thank you, Lee. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Y'all hold 1 second. Board, in order to avoid any other situation like this going forward, what I would like to do is to appoint 2 people on a sportsplex committee. District 4, District 5 Supervisor Redden, District 1 Supervisor Gordon. That way, and give them full authority to make these types of approval, to keep them from having to come back here every 2 weeks and explain to the board. Mr. Warren takes out of his time and come to this board and report. They can come back and give the same report. It's just to expedite things
I
and
like that.
smooth out the process.
Mr. President, this is relatively new,
Yeah,
and them coming back are things we need to address, so everybody be on the same page. I'm not gonna say every 2 weeks, but I think because it's relatively new, I think it'd be ideal you to continue to come to this full board so everybody be on the same page. At least once a month.
that's,
and the other thing is.
let me finish, if you
Cause
don't mind.
it's a whole department,
And that's
like,
fine.
just like any other department we have. They have to come and do reports, and this, you guys are no different from any other department, except we do have an authority with you guys. Just as Ms. Iris Stacker comes and gives a report. I just think this is relatively new, and we need to all be on the same page, so we can help just clean out all the little niches we may run into.
All right,
Yeah,
let me,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
these are volunteers.
Yeah.
They are volunteers, and they're taking out of their time to come here. There's been a lot of things that they've had to work through. Payment of umpires, dealing with this particular issue with donations and things that need to be taken care of. I'm simply asking to expedite the process and put 2 members of this board in place to streamline things and give them the approvals that they need while we're still in the development
Well,
stage and
can-
trying to make things
Can
happen.
can 2 board members,
Yes.
make a decision on behalf of the board?
Yes, if we give them the
I thought-
authority.
They can make a report to the board. Let me explain to you what 2 board members can do. They can be ex officio, non-voting, or be part commission. Similar to, you have various committees right now, okay?
Right.
That you have 2 members.
I don't care about you being
Like,
on it. I don't care about that, but they
you would
still
have
need to come to the board meeting.
The board would have to establish a new committee.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, with, put 2 board members on it, just like you have equipment committee, finance
Hospital committee.
personnel committee, consisting of 2 members. They can't make decisions on behalf of the board, correct? But they can come back and make a report to the board.
How can they expedite this process?
Well,
That's
Don't
the
y'all
intent.
have a director, executive director that
Yes.
y'all retain?
We do.
That person is a salary person,
Coach
correct?
McCray, that's right, yeah, part-time salary.
Yeah, that person ought to be the one, y'all assign that duty to report to this board at least money.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, excuse me?
He's tired, there's other things going on.
Yeah, he's full-time at the school.
I mean, you can submit a written
All right,
report.
what we're going to do is put this committee in place to work with them and report back and help them with decisions that they have to make. Okay, a Sportsplex committee,
And I just want for
Mr.
clarity.
Redmond and Mr. Gordon.
Mr.
Good.
President,
Hey.
and I know you said that they are volunteers, but I made the recommendation that each member of the Sportsplex get some type of stipend, because I knew all the work that they were gonna be doing, and I got shot down.
Okay.
Now, so if we're gonna talk about that, they are doing a lot of work, and I do think they deserve a stipend for what they're doing.
But you did lose that motion, right?
Well, I'm just putting it on out there, because you made a big emphasis that
You
they're
can't put it back out
volunteers.
there,
I can put a motion out there anytime I want
Not
to.
according to Robert rules.
No, Robert Rules does not stipend. You can make a motion every
All right,
meeting
Ms.
if
Brooks, when you
want to.
finish, let me know so we can
Well,
move
well
on.
then don't interrupt me then.
Go ahead, Ms. Brooks.
Thank you very
When
much.
you finish, we're gonna move on.
As I was saying, you made a big issue that they're volunteers, and they are.
Absolutely.
But the same token, they are doing a lot of work, and I still think that they deserve a stipend for the work that they're doing.
Okay.
Because none of us are making those decisions, and so it's only fair to even have to come to board meetings on a regular. And we do still need for them to come to those board meetings. I think it should be, I don't have a problem with creating a committee. I think it's ideal, like we have in the department. But the same token, they still need to come to the board meeting and keep us abreast so we can identify any little glitches we may have.
All right. Supervisor Gordon, you got any issues with what I'm asking?
No, I'm good with that, but of course, like I said, we can't approve anything, we just, and we'll be glad, or at least one of us at a time, when y'all have your meetings, let us know, and we'll come to those meetings. The other thing, before you go any further.
Well,
what
let me
about-
make sure,
okay.
Redmond, you good? Thank you, sir.
I have a question. Do we have another reimbursement?
No,
It's just one
it
reimbursement?
was just when I put two, but I left all my paperwork in the office, so don't worry about it.
Oh, no.
No, don't worry about it.
No, do you want to, no, sir.
No, don't worry about it.
We'll make sure the paperwork's turned in.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
get your paperwork turned
Yeah.
in.
I don't have it. I do have two more other items. We approved the assistant concession manager position meetings ago. We can't find somebody for that, but what we have done, we did approve to have some extra workers to come in, and we want to use that. We need you all to amend that, to approve that, to pay them out of that $1,100. I think we pay them like, maybe, won't pay them like $25 a day to help Chantina do the concession. So I don't, and throughout the rest of the year, we won't use up all that 1,100, but I think that'll suffice to help her out, because we couldn't get somebody to fill that spot. So we just need you all to amend that to approve us to pay those people. So when she'll get the W-9s on them. I think it's like $25 a day. We got like 4 or 5 people that comes in to help us out with the concession.
So moved.
All right, I got a motion to amend, to remove the assistant concession stand director. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you're still gonna utilize the money we've
We'll
already
still
approved.
utilize the $1,100.
That'll be a
Yes.
separate motion.
Yes.
All right, gotta get a motion to approve?
Yes.
Yeah.
And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. Now I need approval to go ahead and hire, what'd you call them?
They like concession, extras for concessions.
Part-time.
Assistants,
Yeah.
Yeah.
part-timers, okay. That's
So
the motion.
moved.
Second.
And the second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries.
Last thing, we did vote. I know Ms. Brooks brought that up a couple of meetings ago, and we did have discussion. Our board did vote, because once baseball season ends at the end of May, we did vote to go ahead to look at bringing in men's softball to the Sportsplex. So I want to know if that's an issue moving forward, because we will have Mr. McCray still on salary. We will have our concession people still on salary, and those backfields back there who hadn't been used are softball ready.
I move that we allow men's softball.
I mean, do you even have to do that? I think that's
There's a little bit more to it than that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Griffin. Whole lot more to it than that. All right, let me say this. the two big fields here, they could be made regulation size. But be very careful when you start saying sportsplex and sportsplex funds. The lodging revenue that supports the indebtedness for the sportsplex came through Pacific legislation for youth activities. Let's double check the wording on it and see what it says. You just got the lodging taxes reinstated. Don't need an issue with us doing something that's outside of the legislation.
Now, did someone tell you we were doing something outside the legislation?
Yeah, they did.
Could you give me that language?
No, ma'am. If he's asking
No,
for
no.
adult sports, it was not covered in the original legislation.
Again, Mr. President, can we get a copy of the legislation? So
You
we all
most certainly
read
can. We're gonna have the attorney review it before we move forward,
All
okay?
right, but I'd like for someone to get it so we all can read it, not just you and the attorney, if that's possible.
Well-
Are we talking about sportsplex legislation?
Yes.
Or are we talking about?
Youth activities and adult activities, vice versa. And sportsplex funds supporting adult activities.
Well, I think what should happen, ought to happen, I don't think the legislation would be so narrowly tailored as to exclude
Exactly.
adult
I agree.
participation.
Are you sure?
Positive. Now, watch this. It's up to the park commissioners, okay, to make a recommendation on how you go about that. That's why you install those folks. Mr.
Yeah.
President.
Oh, it's doable, but you can't use sportsplex fund. That's what my
Sure
concern.
you can.
What's
Why not?
this? I'm thinking in the legislation, Mr. Griffin, it said youth activities.
No, sir, it said, I think it said sport activity. It didn't say youth.
Let's double look. Let's double check.
Well, I gotta
Even
mention-
as of right now, when you say sportsplex funds, none of that money is, all it's being used for is to satisfy the debt on it. It's not used to do anything right now. And then all across this state, I don't know of one park that was built that does not host softball for men all across this state. So, but that money, none of that money right now is being used, is nothing but just to satisfy the debt on the sportsplex. None of it is used for umpires or nothing, you know. So I don't see where it'd be a problem with
Okay.
that.
Mr. President, I had a motion on the floor to allow it, Mills.
I got a motion on the floor. Give me a second, somebody.
Second, but I don't think you need that. I mean, you know, but
Maybe
go
we
ahead.
put it on
Yeah.
out there for
Oh, yeah,
clarity.
because there's
Second,
insurance and everything
yeah,
else.
second.
Motion and a second for approval. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I'm gonna be the opposer. That motion carries.
Can I ask one favor?
Yes, sir.
Going forward, our board would like to sit down with Shalisa so we can maybe get on the same page for his purchasing
Yeah.
and know what the law requires and what we can and can't do.
Good,
Right.
outstanding. Y'all just make that happen.
It hadn't been, because we need to know what she knows so it can make this a lot smoother.
Right.
Yeah.
And Ms. Warren,
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say that because going forward, okay, in the absence of obtaining those purchasing
Yeah.
orders, you cannot be reimbursed,
Mhm.
okay? It is an auditing nightmare.
Yeah.
With respect to our auditors, they make these negative findings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because of purchasing.
Yep.
And, and we try to avoid those, all right? So, going forward, please confer with your county administrator.
Yeah.
And our county administrator designee.
Yep.
We just, adopted a policy that contains all those purchasing provisions in it.
Right.
While it says federal, the state policies are the same.
Right.
Okay, and you can get a copy of that and read it, okay? County administrator has a copy, the chancellor clerk has a copy. So you get a copy of it.
We'll do. Thank you.
All right, if you can't get it from them, call me.
We'll do. Yes, sir.
What about y'all's bylaws? Did you ever get a?
We working on it now. Susan Shamoon just got on our board, and so
Okay.
she's kind of a stickler for that. So we
Okay.
finna work together now to.
Because
go
we
ahead
need
and get
those
something.
to get,
Yeah.
okay.
We finna get all that taken care of and the correspondence with y'all because we've been kind of behind the eight ball. We hadn't met in 3 weeks
Yeah.
because we only had 3 board members, and Chris been out and I've been out, so now we got 4, so now we finna get back, getting it done.
I went to one of your games. I was really impressed. It was girls playing.
Oh, yes. Mr. McCray and his
softball.
staff have done an outstanding job of getting the games moving along. We worked through some kinks, but they've done an outstanding job. and
All the
people
kids
having
was
fun.
happy.
Okay.
Ain't no doubt.
Everybody won.
Where was Miss Wood? Where was she? She was acting up being a man.
You say, where is she?
She was locked up. Was she going to be
Like, she was inquiring about the at-large spots. 'Cause we were supposed to have 2 at-large spots, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we have to see, we have to figure out how we're gonna do that since it's an
Yeah.
at-large spot. Everybody has input.
I got a question. So where does she live? I mean, is she in Bishop Benson District?
I don't know, she's in 5 or 4. We'll just wait and see what she did.
Let's talk to make it happen if they're large. But everything's going well.
I'm good.
Great. Is anything you need, Mr. Warren?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank
All
you.
right. Anything else you need from us today?
No, sir, that's it. Thank you.
I did have one other question. Trash.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Jeremy?
Jeremy.
And the reason I'm bringing that up, it gets kind of unsightly at the sportsplex after a game. We just need to make sure we keep everything nice and neat and everybody works together. That's number one. Number two, you all need to take a look at the parking.
Yes, babe.
Parking on side of the road coming in and out is a nightmare. If there was a need for an emergency vehicle, can't get in. Need to put no parking signs. You all look at it.
Right.
Need to clean that up. And if we have to expand the parking lot, excuse me, there is extra room to expand the parking lot. But y'all take a close look at that, see what needs to happen, because it gets to be, you got pretty good participation, and it's a lot of double parking and that kind of thing on side of the road.
Gotcha.
So we need to get that cleaned up. And Jeremy, we'll work together and try to make sure you two are together on cleaning up after our games, trash picked up and that kind of thing.
No doubt. Yes, sir.
All right.
Right. I agree.
Come on, Mr. Train.
Yes, one final thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you receive a gift,
Okay.
okay, any type, please prepare an itemization of the gifts you receive
Okay.
and submit it to this board for approval.
Okay.
Okay?
This for like the
Any
financial
gift,
donations.
fine,
Yep.
Whether it's money, equipment, or whatever,
Okay.
okay? It ought to be presented to this board.
Including all in kind. Does it include
In-kind-
all in kind as
in-kind
well?
contribution as well.
Okay. We'll do.
I think, well, is that what these invoices right here are for? This was stuff. Yeah, that's some of the stuff that I'm gonna turn into Miss Bernadine, because it's about $17,000 worth, you know.
In kind.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
All right. Need a motion to receive?
So moved.
Second.
And a second. No other questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Ms. Moore, Boys and Girls Club CEO. Sorry about that, Ms. Moore.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I am here basically as an introduction. I am the new CEO of the Boys and Girls Club. I am not new to Greenville, even though I am moving back for this position. I did about 13 years as school social worker with O'Bannon High School, while also working on community programs for Delta Foundation. I got experience at Child Protective Services and youth villages, and even working in ministry at church. I said all of that not to toot a horn, but to let you know that I am not new to working with youth, period, okay? That is my passion. I don't have children, but developing children and helping them to be the best that they can be is a passion for me. So I'm here asking for support for the Washington County Boys and Girls Club. This is not just a city thing. This club is for Washington County, and my goal is, I had a regional director from the Boys and Girls Club of America here maybe 3 weeks ago, and he said a county of this size should be operating 3 sites at least. My goal is for growth. My goal is to make sure that we get in Leland Hollandale and the other places that would not necessarily come to Greenville. Now, in order to get there, that means that I have a lot of work to do at our home site. There has been a lot of neglect over the years. The building needs a lot of work. You would have to see it to believe it. I had Councilwoman Lorraine in last week, and she did a walkthrough, and there are some things that the city is going to come in and do to help us with getting the building back up to par. But I believe our children deserve this as a safe haven. They deserve a clean place. They deserve a safe place. They deserve a nice facility. And so I'm just here asking for support from Washington County.
Questions, comments?
More of a comment and a question. So for the city of Leland, what would Leland need to do to get the Boys and Girls Club into our community, Hollandale, Arcola, but what would Leland need to do?
So our plan is to partner with the school districts. Because we have a physical location, we can do units in the school systems, and that's our plan, is to, once we get things kind of situated on this end, partner with the school districts and actually host Boys and Girls Clubs in those schools.
The other piece I'm gonna say, you may want to also partner with the city of Leland, because the city of Leland does have a community facility that you may want to host events at as well.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else? Any other questions? Ms. Moore, what is the revenue stream right now for the Boys and Girls Club?
Right now, our major contributor is United Way. Those funds have been cut. However, we are in the process. Yes, sir. I've only been here a month. We're in the process of doing a lot of fundraising, trying to make sure that we, keep things afloat.
You still have a board of directors?
I do have a board of directors.
How many members?
We have 6 members on that board.
Okay. When you made the decision to come to Washington County, what did you have in mind?
When I'm from Washington County, so it wasn't a matter of coming. This is returning home for me. The opportunity presented itself. Okay.
When you made your mind to come to this board, you said you talked with the city, you met with city officials, they're going to do A, B, C, and D.
Right.
When you thought about coming here, what did you have in mind?
When I thought about coming here, it was one, to let you all know that the Boys and Girls Club is back on the move. We are not sitting still. We're back on the move. We are growing. We're developing. And also to ask for the support of Washington County, whether that be resources, whether that be finances, in any kind of way. We need support. We need help to make this a better space for our children.
Okay.
Right now, the students you have right now, how many students you pretty much cater to y'all service right now?
We have 100 students enrolled. However, all of those students are not required to come every day. We're averaging 30 to 40 a day. It's, from my understanding, I have not done summer program with the Boys and Girls Club before, but from my understanding, that number triples in the summertime.
Okay, and what's the ages?
6 to 18.
Okay, and when they come, like, what they all day, or what? How does that work?
After school is from 2:30 to 6. We have implemented. They had a homework assistance program, but we have implemented a tutorial program. One of the things that I noticed when I came in, that grades was really low. So we have brought in volunteers to actually tutor our students. After that, we do snack. We bring in different people to come do activities with them. We bring in different people to expose them to different careers. We're in the process of planting a garden, just kind of exposing them to all kind of stuff.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Lee?
Oh, I was there, I guess, maybe last year. I visited the site, and you're right, it needs some work and some things done. So maybe, I think that's in your district, maybe look at it and see if there's things we might can assist with that. But we start having our budget meetings in the June, July so I would suggest just, it may be, a little, it may be, but anything that you can do, or we can do. But I would suggest, come back to us in June, July and present something, a request, that maybe we can help on that. And we start preparing our budget for next year.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
On Memorial Day weekend, which is the end of this month, 27th is that Monday. So it's gonna be Friday the 24th. I have someone who wants to talk with you about getting some kids together to do a little fishing.
Okay.
They'll be in here all that week with their bass boats and stuff and working out on the lake.
Okay.
And so make sure one of them have your contact information so I can give you a call.
Okay.
We'll get it worked out. And like Supervisor Gordon was saying, we'll take a look at I'm fully supportive of putting what we can in our allocations section.
Yes, sir.
But let's look and see if we can do something other than that, pretty quick.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to share with us?
That's it.
Anyone else? Appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
Okay. Lisa Walters, Matthew Caddy, requesting permission to serve alcoholic beverages at Washington County Convention Center on June 9th for their wedding reception. I don't see them here. I need a motion
So moved.
and a second. Got a motion and a second for approval. Any questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
I have one nay. Motion carries. And so at least we have to make contact with them, make sure they know. Bradley Hauser regarding 2023.
You had a 10 a.m. Public hearing,
Oh,
didn't you?
I can go after. I can't
Okay.
go before. 2023 taxes.
Who?
Bradley Hauser. No.
You about
All right. I guess I will go to the.
return taxes or-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
same
one we
thing.
talked to at first. That's
Mm-mm,
right.
mm-mm. No, we talked to a Mr. Beckham first.
Okay, gotcha.
That was another guy, number 14.
Okay, yeah.
It's after 10 o'clock, so what we'll do is go ahead and have the hearing. I see a number of people here for the hearing. It's 10:12, Mr. Griffin. We're going to go ahead and open up for a public hearing to be held for property in the state of uncleanliness to create a menace to public health and safety. I need to shout, we're having a public hearing. Got to get three calls, public hearing, make sure people are here.
Yes. Outside, yes.
Come up, Ms.
Been
Moore.
doing it.
Ms. Moore, come on up when I get to the individuals. All right.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Mr. McGee.
Yeah, we see. We got you, Bill. He's announcing in the hallway. Jolie, Ms. Moore, it's on you. It's on you.
Good morning. We have a hearing on 2 parcels in Washington County this morning. Candace Robinson from 1888 North, Highway 1 North, for cleaning of property. I don't think she's here.
All right, Ms. Candace Robinson.
I don't see her name on this page.
She's not here.
Is her name on this page?
Yes. It's
What
down
number is it?
number 16. Oh, on that right there. Must notice.
Oh,
Ms.
okay.
Candace Robinson. We need to. You call Ms. Candace Robinson
Okay,
out there
okay,
too?
okay, gotcha.
All right, she's not here. Ms. Moore, what's your pleasure? Proceed, please.
I'm going to ask the board to proceed with filing charges through Justice Court
All right.
for cleaning of property.
That's
I got
in
a
your-
motion.
That's in your district?
Yes.
So moved.
I got a motion and a second. Mr. Attorney, go ahead.
If you just file a charge, you don't have to bring it to the court, okay? Now, if it's for cleanup purposes, or to declare a menace to public
Yeah.
public health and safety, and asking the board to take action, bring it to the board, alright? But if you just citing that person, you can do it in justice court directly.
So, if you do that, will the property still get cleaned up? Well, I think we need to clean the property up. Can we clean the property up?
But that's not what she's asking. She's asking for authority of justice court.
What do you need, Ms. Moore? We need it cleaned up.
I'm going to proceed with charges against her for cleaning of property through Justice Court. And
Okay.
then we'll proceed from there if I have to take further charges.
That's proof of publication right here, Mr. Griffin,
Okay,
for this hearing.
I understand that. My impression was that she was asking a question for permission to have it cleaned up by the county. But you asked
No.
for charges, you don't, okay.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't
gonna take
have
her to
come-
court
You don't
first.
have to come here to bring
Yeah.
charges, okay?
What's the next step after that? You go to the court, Ms. Moore, then you,
They're gonna give her so many days, I assume, to get everything cleaned up. That's if she shows up for a court.
she doesn't show up.
Then we can issue a warrant for her.
All right, how long would it take us to get the property cleaned up?
We can give her 30 days if you like.
Okay, property's in pretty bad shape.
I move that we give it 30 days to clean the property up.
I need a second.
Second.
And a motion and a second, 30 days, Mr. Griffin. All in favor, show a sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, next one.
Okay, and the next one we have is William H. Harmon.
All right, Mr. Harmon's here.
He is here.
Thank y'all for letting me come in. I was gonna give you an update on the property, because right now we're, been required by 3 different individuals that wanna purchase it. And I'm working on it to get it where we can take final bids on it. I told them by the 24th of May, have what they wanna offer for it, and then we will entertain those offers and go from there, what we can do to sell the property.
Okay. What's the current status right now as far as cleaning up, fixing up?
It's,
You-
I'm sorry. Well, since our last time I was up here, the yard has been maintained continuously. I've been continuously working on the house. I've replaced the roof on it. I've built, and the entire west wall been replaced, which somebody mentioned to me that didn't look good, so I completely just rebuilt the west wall, which is the lakeside. And right now, I've completed the south wall, and right now, to complete that, all I have to do is replace the lap siding on it, and that wall will be completed.
All right.
And then, due to weather, I've been working on the inside when I couldn't work on the outside, getting it cleaned out and doing whatever I need to do on the inside of the house.
All right, Ms. Moore? Ms. Moore? You got pictures of the current condition of what's going on up there?
Not in regards to what he's talking about, I don't.
How late, how,
But,
what's your recommendation?
I've been dealing with this for a long time,
All right, what's your recommendation?
and I'm just gonna ask the board to move forward with demolition and assess his taxes.
Mrs. Harmon? It's been recommended that we move forward with demolition and remove the
Well,
property.
The house is perfectly sound. I don't understand why we'd want to tear it down. There's nothing wrong with the house other than some cosmetic work. Like I said, I've rebuilt the walls that were damaged during the elevation. And I'm in the process of putting a new lap siding back on it. And if you, I don't know what her pictures show, but if you look around the entire side, you can saw where I've been replacing damaged lap siding all the way around the house that needed replacing. And again, like I said, I just put like almost $15,000 in a new roof, because after that last storm we had, I had to have the entire roof rebuilt on it.
How much time do you need to bring it up to code, Ms. Moore? What is code?
I don't understand what code is, so I'm not sure what she wants me to do. The house is structurally sound, other than that south wall, to have the lap siding replaced.
What code is, in my mind, Mr. Harmon, is you actually got to make all the necessary repairs and clean it up, straighten it up, just if you were to move into it.
Okay, well, that would do, because I had to put a new, when they elevated it, they dug up the septic system, so I'll have to replace the septic system in it. But again, I'm trying to get rid of the house, so I just need to get it up to where I can sell it. And putting a new septic system in is close to $10,000. That's not something I wanted to put into it. I was hoping to be able to buy somebody that wanted to work on it and fix it up for themselves, and they could replace the thing. I've got electric. Well, right now there's no electric to it because I'm working on that wall that the meter's on. But it's got gas lines run to it. All I have to do is set a tank there. I've got water. I've already made arrangements with the well owner to hook water back up to it.
Okay, this morning, I'm going to ask the board to go ahead and move forward with demolition. And what that does, that'll give you enough time. If you get it sold or anything else, you need to let Ms. Moore or myself know. But as of this morning, I'm going to ask the board to go ahead and vote to move forward, keep it in process. Because if we don't keep it in process, we have to do this all over again. And what this is going to do is give you enough time to bring it up to code. Get it cleaned up so it's inhabitable. That's code.
And that would include putting a septic system in it?
In order to be able to get a residency permit to live from Washington County, you'd have to have a septic system.
Well, I don't know that that's possible right now, financially for me.
Can you sell it as it?
Yes.
My wife.
Hey, Doc.
I didn't make a statement.
I mean, you can do
That was
four of them.
recognized, I apologize.
Hey, darling.
I was gonna say, if you sell it as is, then does the new owner come and say, I need so many months or weeks or days or whatever to get all that done?
Yes,
That's what I thought.
Okay.
but we'll keep it in process.
Yes, sir.
After recommendation of the president, I move that we move forward with the demolition process.
I need a second.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded.
Timeframe, what, I mean, you say moving forward, I mean,
Yeah.
are you gonna have
What happened,
bulldozers
what
in there
norm-
next week, or, I mean?
What normally, it won't be next week. What normally happens is we use our road department. And right now, we've got them pretty tied up. But what happens is when they come back on the north end and we have the assets here, if they can work it in, they'll go and remove the property.
Okay.
But you'll be notified before they come back this way.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got a motion and a second. If there are no other questions, all in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
90 days. All in favor?
For 90 days.
Mhm. Show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Anything else you need, Mr. Harmon?
No, sir, thank y'all very much for
All right.
seeing me.
Anything you need from us, Ms. Moore?
No, that's it for me. You guys have a copy of my report. That's it.
All right, appreciate you. I appreciate you staying on top of these properties.
Thank-
You never said
Oh,
yes.
That's on that,
yes, sir. And you are,
Rankin Rock, I'm a neighbor to this.
oh,
So,
yeah,
I'm not complaining,
understand.
I'm here,
He needs some relief.
I'm here.
Where are we talking about on this one now?
Candace Robertson, 18.
On the highway north?
Highway 1 North.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to proceed to court and get a warrant for her and keep it, it's in process. Now, but what he needs to know is how long is it gonna take before something is done?
Okay, well, I have to do the paperwork. That's gonna be about 30 days.
How soon can
When I
we,
can get a court date set,
okay,
it'll be about 30 days.
all right,
And from there, we have to play it by ear. If,
All right.
on the court date, if she shows up or not, then we issue a warrant. So we're looking at about another 30 or 40, 45 days.
all right, but
most.
what they need is some relief. And what that means is it's actually assigning a team to go up there and clean that up. It's so bad now, it's actually, some of the debris is getting into the water next door.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's in
pretty
horrible
bad.
shapes.
And it's migrating toward the house. I can speak,
Come on up, give us your name.
one of the things
Mhm.
that's
Co- Come up to the mic and give us your name.
not to complain at the raw test, but after I saw it in the paper, I decided, okay, I'm gonna investigate with it. And the main, other than the clutter and the hoarders and wreckers, they take cars down and do all kind of work on them in the front yard, whatever, tear it down and everything. But they, at nighttime, this is a problem, nighttime they burn stuff. They don't put a garbage out on the pickup, they don't have a garbage can, but it's not healthy because the prevailing winds are coming out of the south and we're north. And it everything comes to our house, in our house, around our house.
Okay.
And this plastics are burning in the garbage and whatever else that they may be disposing of back there. And this is at night because they do it evidently to keep the smoke down where nobody won't notice what they're up to. But that's not healthy for my wife and I. And that needs to be stopped. They need to bring their garbage and put it in like I do. Truck, pick it up, take it to the landfill or whatever. But the burning, now I can understand, anybody usually probably like us, we have 25 trees, we burn limbs and stuff like that. But there are things that being burned aren't healthy for us,
Okay.
and that needs to come to an end too.
All right, unless there is a burning ban in Washington County, Mr. Attorney, I don't think there is a statute, code, or law against burning.
When the smoke is
There you go.
a problem, I think there is. That's why we used to do it in the city. You can burn, but long as it's not affecting anybody, yeah.
All right,
As long as you don't affect the,
can't hear you.
create a disturbance with your neighbors.
That's right.
Everyone is entitled to peace and quiet enjoyment of their home, even out in the county, number one. Number two,
Can't hear you.
number two, you do not want to burn when the wind is blowing towards our highways and byways.
What about neighbors?
And are the neighbors home for that
Right.
matter, okay? That's what I just said. So, you gotta make certain that the wind current is in a direction that will not affect your neighbors and certainly not, cause smoke cover the highways or roadways.
All right, so now, but there's a need for some,
Chad, I suggest you get with Chad.
Mr. President, just give me the address and I can go up there and see it. We'll go up that day and have a conversation.
Cause they do it when we sleep. We get up, go to the bathroom, we look out the window. Big fires going over with us smoking 3 o'clock in the morning. Something, you know, they can do that.
Oh, you're not doing it, someone else is doing it.
Next door neighbor, we're buddied. Our shop is right next to it. We only separated to the slough that's
all right.
there.
Yeah, and when that happens, contact the sheriff.
I didn't want to have an altercation with them, and didn't want to be as far as the complainant, you know. But since it was brought to the board, I'm here to express my
Outstanding.
part.
All right. Ms. Moore, now who currently owns that property?
I sent a notice to Candace Robinson
Okay.
and also,
Should be Tina, Jennifer, and Candace.
It's something's happened since then.
no, it's somebody else that has.
Yeah, but we have to make sure we notify that particular party.
Yeah, I
That's
wrote
what's
them
going
a
on.
letter as well.
All right, but now we're gonna have to step this up a little bit to get some relief, and they'll need to be kept in the loop as well.
Yeah.
But Sheriff, we need help up there. It's a pretty bad situation. We'll talk about it some more after this meeting. But it's pretty rough. And Ms. Moore, whatever we can do to expedite the process, we need to do that.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
all I have.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ms. Stacker. Morning.
First, I'd like to introduce our new Chief Nursing Officer, Ms. Keto Holmes.
How you doing, Ms. Holmes?
I just wanted
Good.
the board to be able to see the name and the face, and anytime you have any nursing concerns or compliments, we would like you to address them to her. I know you already have my report for our March financials. Just want to say that we again had another month of positive earnings. The month of March had $796,000 in profit. Our cash on hand for year to date is 46.3, and our net income for the first 6 months is 3.7 million. So we're going in the right direction. Still very dependent on the MHAP payments and the grant funding. Our revenue as far as inpatient and outpatient has been increasing, so I think everything is kind of stabilizing right now. We still have about $10 million worth of grants that are still out there. We finally got our sustainability grant from the state, which was $1 million, so that was very helpful. And we still have some grants that we're applying for. We have a big focus now on maternal health and child, and doing minority screenings, trying to get our minorities to come in and get testing so we can identify early any processes like hypertension, diabetes, renal failure, so we can get them treated faster. We've also been working with Marcus Davis, trying to get some grant funding for security. We need some more cameras, they're very bad. And so we're looking for some funding in that area. So he's been working with us, working with Stephanie Patton, trying to get some security grants. So all in all, if you don't have any questions for me on what I've submitted, I'm through with my report.
Any questions or comments?
Just
Glee.
sounds like everything's going in the right direction. Glad to hear that. Always good news.
Yes,
So
thank
appreciate
you.
what y'all do.
Thank
Nice meeting you too.
Anyone else? Yeah, Mr. Davis, we'd had a conversation. He wanted a little paperwork from us. Charlene, remember the conversation with Marcus Davis? And we have to go ahead but see, nobody from the hospital ever contacted us and said that was actually going on.
Okay.
And just not to hear from anyone and somebody walks up and say, I need A, B, C, and D.
Oh, we didn't know he had come to you with an ABC.
But we'll get with him, and hopefully if we've missed a deadline, we can do some things for the future.
I met with him recently last week, so we're still in process. I don't think anything has been.
All right, we'll get something, we'll make it happen today. And it's just communication.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to share with us?
No, sir.
All right.
All right, thank you for your time.
All right. Hmm? Ms. Smith?
Good morning.
Hey.
Everyone, how y'all doing this morning?
Good.
Good. A few things for me. First is Mrs. Brooks submitted something or asked me to look into whether or not drones were an eligible activity for use of ARPA money, and it is. There are several counties that have used their funding for that. The project that she has proposed involves the Leland High School, the City of Leland, Deer Creek School, and I think possibly Washington.
I need to talk to them.
Okay, all right.
I can go into detail about it.
Sure.
This, last Thursday, I went to them and I met with the, U.S. Droning, Soccer Droning Association president. And, yeah, it's a wonderful program. If we get it kicked off, we'll be the first in Mississippi to do it. And what takes place, not only they're teaching how to use a drone, they're actually teaching the young people how to make a drone. You man the drone, you program the drone. But the biggest piece I really like is that, in this process, it also, get the students prepared to become a certified droner with the FAA Part 107. Because if we start creating students that are, and those who want to participate, to become FAA certified, we're creating a whole new pipeline of a new region of work for our employees. It's really now is workforce now. And so I'm really excited about it. I did talk to Reverend King about really going to Leland School District. I talked to the city of Leland on where we will man or hold the arena for the droning program. And I wanted to include one other school with this project. And I was thinking maybe Deer Creek, since it was next to Leland, and maybe Unity School. I haven't spoken to them yet. And they would, they would go take turns. Because first of all, you got to go through the process of even making the drone before you even start the process of using it. And so at this point, I'm just kind of working out all the kinks, and I bring something to the board officially at the next board meeting where we can move forward on with the ARPA dollars.
Outstanding.
That's where we are now.
Anything else, Ms.?
Item number 2, outdoor recreation. I received this through NACO. There's a legislation was passed for.
Yeah, I don't, maybe I, go ahead, I misplaced mine, I don't have it. But go ahead, Ms. Smith.
Y'all don't have any of this? No. Oh, well, did y'all get it?
Go ahead. No, I don't even remember reading it on the internet, on email.
Well, I submitted it.
I
submitted I'll get a copy and leave it with you. But the next one is an outdoor recreation grant opportunity. And it's a part of the Biden infrastructure law. And it kind of explained, I was hoping that you all would have taken a look at this before this morning. But the legislation was passed to include outdoor recreation opportunity, modernizing technology, streamlining different things, managing parks, supporting parks that are considered community gateways, things of that nature, recreation services for members and veterans, creating bike trails, improving access for sportsmen and women, and modernizing and restoring campgrounds. And I guess we can wait till the next meeting.
So is this the application to apply for a grant?
It is.
I'd like to move forward that we apply for the grant.
Is it matching funds or?
There is a matching portion, but it can be in kind.
Okay.
The other one is.
I got a motion. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a motion on the floor to move forward with this particular grant.
And it is the, give you the official name, the Explore Act.
Second.
EXPLORE, all caps.
I got a motion to proceed and a second. Any other questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
What's the deadline to
Motion-
have our paperwork?
Motion
in
carries.
The deadline, I believe, is the 28th.
Of this month?
So you would need to
And how-
also authorize your, minimum 900,000, maximum, 2 million.
Is
Well,
it
we
based
need-
on, I'm
We
sorry,
need to put
go
a
ahead.
hefty application together so we can get this money.
Is it based on the proposal that you put in, the request you put in?
Yes, it's based on proposal and the documentation of your need and things of that
Okay.
nature. I would encourage you all to, we've been trying to get this stuff together for a while, but if you could ask the engineer to get with each of you to see what improvements for parks are needed in your respective areas, that would be a part of the documentation. But we're gonna have to have a cost estimate for that to be done.
And we have all that, should have all that ready by the next board meeting,
By the end of this week if possible.
by the end of this week.
Yes, ma'am.
No problemo.
And then the next grant, the U.S. Department of Energy has announced an $18 million grant for local government energy programs. And examples of eligible projects includes building energy efficiency and/or electrification, clean transportation, energy infrastructure upgrades, microgrid development and deployment, and I don't know what that is, resilience hubs, and workforce development. And again, this grant, well, this one has a minimum award of $900,000 and a maximum award of $3.6 million. So you could look at, convention center, other buildings that may need lighting upgrades and things of that nature, even opportunities for upgrades in all county buildings if that's needed
I have
for
a
energy
question.
efficiency.
What about electric charging stations? Because it is clean energy.
I think that's gonna fall under the eligible use that they are calling electric stations. And there is a 5% match on this one. There's a 5% match. It doesn't specifically say that, Ms. Brooks, but I'll check into it.
I'd like to make a motion that we move forward and apply for this application as well.
I got a motion
Second.
and a second, but I'd like to have a whole lot more information, but we got a motion and a second.
Yeah.
If there are other questions, all in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Mr.
mo-
Mr. Andrew.
I just
I'll-
need more information, Ms.
Yeah,
Smith.
what's the, and what's the deadline for this application?
I think it was June 6th, but I'll double check.
Other concern, my biggest concern is, I'm looking at if it is eligible, will we put charging stations in Leland, where the Kermit the Frog Museum is, the Boyhood Wonder, Kermit the Frog Museum in that open area. That'd be ideal for people, if they come in, they can charge, they can go into the museum and then
Sure.
leave on.
Okay. The next item I have is the Port Infrastructure Grant. The submittal date on that is this Friday. I have not received the information from the engineer as relates to the upgrades.
Wait a minute, what was that again?
This is the Port Infrastructure Grant that Peter came and spoke about.
Nimrod.
I have not received, and Mr. Burley Engineering sent a proposal to be signed. I don't know if you all executed that.
I don't remember seeing it.
I remember we talked about it, but,
We haven't been on board.
Okay,
so what we need to do?
But you
because we
emailed
gonna
us
get a
that,
quote
what the
that turned
update
in,
was,
say
didn't
it.
you?
yes,
The
Where is it?
price-wise.
right.
Yeah.
I emailed,
It was sent to me last week, and it has not been executed.
okay, all
So
right.
what do we need to prove? Cause he gotta have it in Friday.
You need to approve is their position they not gonna follow?
Well, see, at the last board, at the recess meeting, you all authorized him to do work up to $25,000. He submitted something to you all, and there was a question as to whether or not it was a contract, and whether or not he needed a contract because he's under contract with the board already, and he needed to, so he issued 2 task orders, and I have not received a response on those 2 task orders.
From us or them?
From you all,
And
from
I
the
think it was 20,000.
25,000.
So what is the task order?
The task order, one of them was 12,000 and one was 10.
I move that we approve the task orders.
When's the deadline, you say
reviewed
on
it?
this?
The deadline is Friday, so I'm gonna have to go
I
back
got a
to
motion?
Burley. I'm gonna have to go back to him and see if he has time to update it at this point.
I got a motion for approval. I need a second.
Second.
And a second. No other questions, all in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And you're good with this, Mr. Attorney?
Yes.
All right.
So after the task order, what's next? Cause I don't want us not be able to submit for this
If
application.
Mr. Burley if his firm can do those 2 cost estimates, because I know he hasn't started any work because he didn't have the, formal authorization to do that.
Right.
So if he gets that, then we'll get it in. One of the things, the other project I wanted to update you on is the critical housing program. we will be putting that out to bid, the week after the second board meeting. We will be putting out the plans and specifications for the housing improvements as well as the purchase of the mobile home.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you.
Wait, let's get straight on this paperwork now. We just approved this document. So there's something needs to be signed so we can pass it on, right?
We'll get to that before I leave.
We'll talk.
Okay.
All right. What am I missing? Ms. Lee?
Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good.
I got several requests. The first request is, I had a young man by the name of Jake Adams, I think he's an attorney, to come see me. And it's about, voiding the 2018 tax sale, well, 2019 tax sale for 2018 taxes. And I stressed to him that that was like several years ago, that I would bring it to the board and see if you all would void that sale and reimburse Diagnostics who paid those taxes. They went to the tax sale in 2019. But
Go ahead.
unfortunately, I don't have any funds from 2018 taxes,
But why would we wanna do that?
because it's a court order. It's a court order in place. He said it is, and I do not. Do you have
Have
a?
you seen the court order?
I haven't. Have you seen the Bernadine?
I have.
Where is it?
It was forwarded through the, Chancery Court back in 22.
I think we need to add.
The issue that we had, concerning it was, the order stated to refund, the third party.
Yeah.
And the third party, Diagnostics was the
Diagnostics,
buyer.
yep.
And the order stated to refund, Henry Pate. And there was some concerns because her office, we wouldn't have a paper trail. It was in our office.
Yes.
And by the court voiding it, it moved from our office to the tax collector's office because it's just like the sale never happened.
Yep.
So when she got ready to do the refund piece, the court order had her refunding
The wrong person.
someone outside of who had made the purchase.
Did you refund, did you?
I have not refunded because, as I stated, this been 5 years ago.
So the person
Let
that,
me say this.
I have a question, Ms. Griffin. I just want, so I can keep up with this is a lot. So the person that got refunded, did somebody ever get?
Nobody has gotten
Nobody's
refunded
gotten,
yet.
okay,
No,
okay.
I couldn't do it.
I got you.
I had to bring it before you guys.
The only county authority that, entity that has authority to refund anyway would be the Board of Supervisors.
Right.
Okay? And if Chance Clerk ordered her to do it, that was not proper. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Thank you.
The only, it would have to
Adam, tell
be
me
the Board of Supervisors to order it. I need to see the actual order. I haven't seen it.
Okay. Can you make that happen, Ms. Bernadine?
I can get them.
No, I mean,
No, you don't have to give it
no,
today.
yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I would ask you that you postpone consideration.
Postpone. Take a motion, postpone.
That's a motion. I need a second.
Second.
All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Show that as unanimous. Anything else, Ms. Lee?
Yes, there's another problem I have. This was for 2023 taxes. This Mrs. Frances B. Randall, she sent her taxes in, well, she mailed them. The Postal Service, it had a post-dated mark of January 31st. We never got it to April from the Postal Service.
Okay.
So I want to consider that she mailed it in time, it was post-dated correctly. I'm asking the board to void the sale.
I need a motion.
So moved.
And a second. Properly moved and seconded. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So Supervisor Gordon, away from the seat.
All right, I do have one more, but I failed to bring it with me, but I'll get that to y'all probably at the next meeting.
What is it?
It's the same thing, it's considered the same. The Postal Service did not deliver on time.
Do we need the name?
And it went to the tax sale, yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I keep the envelope that it comes in, and it has the postmark date. And I do have a copy
What's
for
the
you
name
all.
of it? You got the name?
Ms. Nasser, that's the name, Nasser.
Can I get a motion?
In Leland.
No, she from Greenville.
So moved.
I got a motion I need a second, Jerry. Properly moved and seconded. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Anything else, Ms. Lee?
No, that'll be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Seard. Yeah. In there.
Good morning.
Hey,
How's everybody?
good.
On the issue of postage, one issue I have, I'm glad Ms. Lee brought that up, is we have a rule for renditions, personal property renditions to be returned to our office by April 1st of each year. I've been receiving renditions postmarked early March, and I'm still receiving them. I don't know if there is a real issue with the post office on this matter or not, but I strongly believe that these businesses are postmarking mailing material early and are sending it late.
Wait a minute. Y'all need to have that conversation. So, how do we deal with that? It's out there now. Let's be very measured in what we say.
Okay, all right.
Let's look at it on case-by-case basis.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all get together.
I have several of these cases in my office, but anyway, several.
Let's do an abundance of caution, Mr. Sears.
Mhm.
I sent a letter, with a lawsuit to be filed to the chancellor clerk of DeSoto County.
Okay.
In January, and it was not, received according to the chancellor clerk until March. We had actually refiled it because we had not got electronic notice that it had been filed.
Okay,
So,
all right. Well, again.
But it did arrive.
Yeah.
All right, but
that's
you all get
very
together
good.
and decide what to do with that.
On another note, I have a position statement of the assessor for Producers Rice Mill. They have expanded their business. They have new machinery, equipment, and inventory out there at that location. They are requesting a 10-year exemption. The amount is $2,278,982. I have spoke to Mr. Kent Lockwood, which is the Vice President of Operations at that location. He has verified that all this machinery is on hand. I'd like to present to the board this position statement requesting that we grant.
So moved.
I have a point of
Got a motion,
information.
got questions?
So when they come in with the new equipment, do you or someone from your office actually go and visually look at it, or you just take their word?
On occasion, we do make physical inspection of this inventory, but in this case, I did not, because it is meticulous machinery. It might be over the levee where it is located. It might be machinery that is in process of operating some other piece of machinery that you can't actually physically see. So I called Mr. Lockwood, and we went over this list item by item, and he did verify that these items.
Do they ever give you an invoice or something like that to show that they actually purchased it?
On occasion, invoices are supplied, but in this case, it was not requested.
Okay, I got a motion. I need a second.
Well, I made the
For
motion.
approve. You made the motion. I need a second for approval. Thank you, Jerry. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Mills, I'm looking on the agenda. You got something you want to share with us? What do we have, Mr. Mills?
We requested them, they come last meeting.
Okay.
They'd be in closed session though.
Executive session?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, let me see if we can get to them pretty quick. Did we get everybody else out there? Did I miss anybody?
You missed me.
Did I?
I
Come
had
on, you
two
had an
items on the
addition.
agenda.
Let me get this gentleman.
Okay, go on.
And we added you to the agenda? What's your name? Fandale Dorsey. Mr. Dorsey, go ahead. You get it, Fandale Dorsey.
Yes, my name is Vandale Dorsey. I'm requesting to have a permit for my wedding, served June 1st at the Washington Multi-Purpose Building in Hollandale.
Okay, no, that's
So
not on here.
moved.
Got a motion? I need a
What is
second.
this for?
It
Serve
wasn't-
alcohol.
Serve
At his
alcohol.
wedding.
Yeah. I got a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
I got one nay. So Dorsey,
Yes, sir.
congratulations.
Thank you.
And take out the necessary paperwork and make sure you're good. But you have approval from the board to serve alcohol.
Okay, do I need to get it from here or
Convention center.
convention center?
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. Vandale Dorsey.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Sir?
Jerry.
I gotta get everybody.
If you get a divorce, you gotta pay.
Nah, I doubt that. I'm up in age now.
Amen. Lifelong love.
Ain't that something? All right, since we've gotten everybody, Ms. Carter, I had some additions. We had one for executive session. What's this? What is this? I can't afford to supervise. What is this? I'm requesting. Oh, I'm gonna get to that. I got it right here. Yeah, I got it right here. I got it. I'm gonna get it. That's just
We
one,
did
right?
have an addition, Mr. President.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, what were the additions?
I had, one we already discussed, the other is,
Yours is
Personnel.
personnel.
Yeah, okay, well, I do have another, we have these days requested by the Greenville Public Schools. And I'm gonna get that at the end of the meeting. Okay, so Ms. Carter, it's on you. And then we'll do the personnel, that's all you had, Ms. Brooks?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go in executive session.
Yeah, we gonna.
Did we do the fair
The what?
resolution? Did we do that resolution?
Which resolution?
On the road? Trailer Park Road.
It's on the list.
Yeah, we added it to the agenda. Yeah.
But this thing
Okay.
deep.
See this name? What is that name? I got him right there.
And what had happened, Mr. McGee, we had authorized, that it be advertised and was not done so. Then I went back and took a look at the statute, and we have to actually have a resolution in place to advertise anyway, and we need the description of the roadway. And finally got that, I got that this morning from Mr. Gordon. It's from
Riverside.
Road to
Possum Ridge Road. Yeah.
Okay, that's sufficient legal description, not a legal description, but that's sufficient description of where we're going to abandon this road. So I recommend we go ahead and authorize, number one, that the resolution be accepted. Number two, that notice be sent to the public, and a hearing be scheduled for June 30th.
All right.
So moved for the resolution.
Got a second? I
Can
need a second.
Second.
Go ahead, Lee.
No, go ahead, that's fine.
All right, got a motion and a second for a resolution and a public hearing to be scheduled on.
We had a resolution already prepared. I think there are some additions I need to add to it.
Okay.
The road,
All right, you did,
I've already sent that to the office to be changed,
okay.
so it'll be coming forward.
You did say June 3rd.
June 3rd, yes, sir.
All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Morning.
We have expended 66.30% of our budget for May 6th,
Wait a minute.
compared to a plan of 66.66%. Total receipts deposited April 16th through May 2nd, total $1,826,281.40. I am requesting board approval of our claims docket totaling $793,304.58.
So moved.
I need a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The Fourth Circuit Intervention Court is requesting travel for Tamala Hardy to attend the National Alliance on Mental Illness State Conference on May 16th through the 17th in Raymond, Mississippi, with an estimated cost of $1,000 paid from grant funds.
So moved.
Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
They're also requesting travel for Cleveland, Tennessee, Tanisha Lewis, Nidia Murray, and Sonia Washington to attend a mental health first aid training on May 30th in Jackson, with an estimated cost of $2,000 paid from grant funds.
So moved.
Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. Thank you, Ms. Brooks. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
David Burford is requesting to ratify the travel for Jeffrey Parson for attending the Public Safety Agency Remote Pilot Course for drones in Oxford, Mississippi, with an estimated cost of $1,706 paid from the
So moved.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Sheriff's Department is requesting travel for Alvin Walker, dispatcher, to attend the 16-hour orientation course for e-telecommunications on May 19th through the 21st in Canton, Mississippi, with estimated cost of $595.39.
So moved.
Got a motion? I need a second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That's unanimous.
Sheriff's Department is requesting travel for John Adam Auger and Ron Mix, investigators, to attend the Mississippi Command College training on July 14th through 19th in Oxford, Mississippi, with estimated cost of $2,544.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Constable Malcolm Kent Sr. is requesting travel to attend the Mississippi Constables Association 2024 conventional training on June 9th through the 14th in Gulfport, Mississippi, with estimated cost of $1,989.
Motion.
So moved.
Got a second? Thank you, Jerry. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Andrew Smith is requesting payment in the amount of $3,333.33 for general services performed for opera funds for the month of April 2024.
So moved.
You got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
Got one nay. Motion carries.
Andrew Smith is requesting payment in the amount of $2,500 for monthly grant writing services for the month of April 2024.
So moved.
Got a
Second.
motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
Motion carries.
IMS Engineers is requesting payment in the amount of $224,741.47 to R&R Roofing for pay number 1 for the Washington County Convention Center roof project.
So moved.
Second.
You got a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Lorenzo Anderson is requesting payment in the amount of $1,300 to Assurance Excavation and Demolition for the asbestos inspection that was done for the Department of Human Services.
So moved.
And second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Demetric Warren is requesting payment for the 12 umpires for the Sportsplex games, total to
We-
$5,150.
We did that earlier, didn't we?
Is that what we did
They have an
earlier?
amount to it.
Hold
He didn't give
on.
the amount.
It went on the report again?
$5,115.
Okay, I just said, I'm gonna say so moved.
So moved.
I got a motion. I got a and a second. Don't I have a second over here?
Yeah, second.
All right. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Requesting to pay the polling precincts an annual amount of $1,500 for the use of facilities for election.
So moved.
I got a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The election commissioners are requesting to enter into a new lease with image specialists for their new copier at $157 per month, which is less than the previous lease that expired.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Ms. House
Sorry about
turned
that.
over her over-the-cap fees for the fiscal year 2023 in the amount of $206,000 to Washington County, and as usual, she's asking that the county pay her employer per share in the amount of $8,485.
So moved to
Got it.
accept and pay the 8,000.
I got a motion to accept and pay.
Second.
Now I got a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The Greenville Public School District previously submitted a list of events for the usage of the convention center that was approved. They've made revisions on some of the dates that they wanted to bring back for the board for approval.
Come on with it. Tell them what the dates are. You have it?
It's in the report.
No.
Their Greenville Public School District kindergarten ceremony web prep on May 21st from 9 a.m. until 1. The McBride pre-kindergarten transitional ceremony on May 15th at 9 a.m. T.L. Weston 8th grade transitional ceremony on May 22nd at 5. The Greenville High School graduation practice on May 22nd to the
I need you to
24th.
hit it.
Greenville High School senior picnic outside at the pavilion, May 22nd. Greenville High School graduation setup on May 23rd. Also, they
As Greenville
So
Public
moved.
Schools I got a motion? As Greenville Public Schools request.
Request to secure them to pay off his debts.
All right, so we have to respond back to, that's a highlighted piece. I need it back. And, so you can't have that as part of your motion, since they have to work that out through the sheriff department. On here, they have highlighted, we do understand that the Washington County Sheriff's Office will also provide security detail additional. But they need to get that worked out with the sheriff department.
Okay.
So as part of your motion, you can approve the dates, but we can't not approve that.
Well, that's what I'm doing, improving the dates.
Thank you. All
Excluding that, you're approving it, excluding that, okay. Second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That was it.
The coroner, Melvin Johnson, is requesting travel to attend the 2024 Public Safety Summit in Florida, Mississippi on May 19th through 22nd, with an estimated cost of $800.
So moved.
You got a motion?
Second.
And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And requesting that county offices are closed on May 27th, 2024 for the observance of the Memorial Day holiday.
So moved.
Got a motion? And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The only other thing I have is an email from Ms. Thompson, St. James, which we use currently as a voting
Oh, yeah.
place.
We are, that's some discussion going on. Jackie is meeting with them, I think, this week to try to keep that spot, hopefully.
What district is that in?
My district, yeah. And so hopefully we'll know something this week, you know.
No, they want to
to not utilize it anymore.
For
Not,
election.
not the election commission now. The church itself is saying that they do not want to renew the contract, so. Yeah, I know. Well, basically, right as of right now, she just wants to meet with them, see would they be interested in continuing on with that.
Can't hear you.
What we need to do is find out quickly.
Yeah.
Because if we do,
Notify.
you cannot change precincts within 90 days of the
Gotcha.
election. So if you're unable to get that facility, you need to get another one and then do the required notice.
Gotcha.
Of the change. I was in Baldwin County, they did some stuff short, and the people were not on the poll books during the election.
Yeah.
That's a consequence.
So we should know this week. Okay.
All right. That's it. Ms. Holmes? No. It's on you now.
Not in that area that I know of.
All right, ready for your report, Ms. Holmes?
Need approval to ratify a resolution for Makaya Trail Biking.
Okay. Do we need to do that separate? Just go ahead or take all our reports at once?
No, we can
Okay.
do that separate.
Okay.
All in favor, show by.
We got
I need a
so
motion.
moved.
I got a motion, need a second. Need a second. I
Second.
All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Balance for the Leland Public School District. Jesse King, Superintendent and Purchasing Agent. Joanne Williams, Board Trustee. Brandon K. Taylor, Board Trustee. Joe K. Wright, Board Trustee. John Lee Kim, Board Trustee. Evelyn Murray, Public Official. Maurice D. Johnson, Principal. Tiffany Merle, Special Services Director. Jessica Thomas, Principal. Nehru Kawami Brown, Program Director. Kenneth O. Harris, Business Manager. Johnny L. Vick, Principal. And Evan Brownlee, Vocational Director.
So moved to approve.
I got a motion to approve?
The bonds.
I need a second.
Oh, sorry.
And the only other thing I have is,
Second.
Got a motion and a second? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'm sorry, Ms. Bernadine, go ahead.
Copy document.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the sheriff's department report. We'll copy all reports into the minutes. You good? Sheriff's department?
Yes.
Gotta do the public.
No, I got it right here.
I miss Miami.
I got it right
I didn't
here.
go to
That's
Miami.
next.
Good morning.
Hey.
Morning.
It was the same weekend.
I don't have a whole lot. I just wanna
The planning district.
give you all
I didn't go to Miami.
spread the minutes across the law from April the 6th to April the 26th, from April the 6th to April the 26th, 2024. And it's an amount of $22,665. That's for your meals at the facility.
So moved to accept.
I got a motion? I need and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Also, I understand, I think I heard that they're getting ready to order some stuff for the building up there. Is that correct? Somebody's going to do it?
Next phase of y'all.
Harvard Street, yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
That's it? All right. Now, back to we have a request for a pauper's burial for Mr. Dennis Blue, B-L-E-W.
B-L-E-W.
Yeah, that's from the coroner's office.
Where, how
I don't, you have to put him here in our pauper's graveyard.
So moved.
Got a motion? Second. And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Now I need a motion to copy all reports into the minutes.
So moved.
Got a
Second.
motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Did I get everybody? Lee?
I'm good.
Ms. Brooke?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm moving too fast on me. Let me put my stuff up. Google. We're in the month of May. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Today is May 6th.
Of course, you know, we're getting ready for May Day.
May Day is the first.
Yeah. Also, the biggest piece I want to talk about in the month of May, of course, you know, May is Mental Illness Awareness, and then we also celebrating World Mental Health. And so, you know, I think our board is, you know, we're moving in the right direction to start addressing more our concerns with mental health, but just keeping ourselves abreast on how we can move forward. And one of the things I would like to see, and I know we're moving towards it, I know, is that we have a location when, you know, the police may come on the scene, they're not committing a crime, but we have a location where we can take those people versus just putting them in jail so they can get the help they need. And that's one of the big things I really want to see, that this administration get approved over this next 4 years, because believe it or not, mental health is, you know, it's on the rise, and it could have been that way, but you know, of course, it's getting more attention now than it has ever gotten before. And of course, we don't have much homelessness, but we do have some, and I'm glad we do have the organization that's open up. But we have to find other ways where we can help combat that problem, and it shouldn't be a problem that is a stigma or it's taboo. You know, it's an illness that we have to find ways to make sure everyone, you know, be able to be functioning people in Washington County and in the world. That's
Okay.
it for me.
We did take care of Trailer Park Road.
We did.
All right. Now we're down for a jail inspection today.
Why? We're canceling? I can't dress cute for the jail for inspection.
Well, you look mighty cute, but I don't want you to look like
I didn't want to say it.
We don't have women anymore, we got men.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You just can't stop some of it. Okay. I'm sorry, Chief. What was that?
You got a preference on the date?
What was that name?
They be having the most
Oh, council. All right, now we have an executive session, right?
Yes.
That one?
Yeah, I want to talk personnel.
Personnel matter.
On that other end.
That's my issue.
All right.
That's what I talk about personnel.
All right. We got a personnel matter. We're gonna go into executive session.
Carl,
Hey.
they said they're thinking about June 3rd far as
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
date for,
Second meeting in June.
First meeting in June.
yeah. Do we need to plan on that first,
Did you get your
first
email
meeting in
today
June?
for the
Yeah.
appeal?
Yeah, we're planning on, we'll be a little
DJ,
flexible.
we,
It's always
done
best to do it
it.
and
He
on the
said he
second meeting.
emailed you.
First meeting, always gonna be
He
difficult.
told me he emailed you and I left.
All right, now we have an executive session. We've got contract negotiation, plus we have a personnel matter for executive session. Need a motion now to go into closed session, announce our intent for executive session.
So moved.
And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mike's off. I need a motion to go into executive session, personnel matter, and contract negotiations. Thanks, Jerry. Second. And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We're in executive session right now. We're gonna do, which one do first? Which one you got, Mr. Mills? Mr. Mills? Yeah. Which one is that?